What if I told you the death of your favorite celebrity wasn't just tragic, it was timed? What if the ages, the dates, the locations weren't coincidences, but part of a much darker code, a code rooted in numerology, esoteric symbolism, and ritual sacrifice? Because when you really start paying attention to the numbers, a disturbing pattern emerges. This isn't about superstition, this is about repetition, deliberate, precise, and all too consistent. Let's start with the big question. Why are so many celebrities dying at specific ages? Not 74, not 89, not 101. No, it's almost always the same narrow band. 20, 21, 26, 27, 33. These numbers aren't just random, they mean something. To numerologists, to mystics, and, allegedly, to elite circles that operate far beyond the public eye. Let's break this down, number by number. Let's begin with the infamous 27 Club. Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison, Kurt Cobain, Amy Winehouse, all dead at 27. And yet, the industry just shrugs, like this is normal, like it's not strange at all. But 27 in numerology reduces to 9, and 9 is the number of completion, the end of a cycle. To the occult, 9 represents sacrifice and transformation, the phoenix moment, burn, then rebirth. Now ask yourself, why would so many rising stars, voices that shaped entire generations, die at the exact number tied to closure, unless someone decided their cycle had reached its end? Now let's talk about the number 33. In Freemasonry, 33 is the highest honorary degree. It's the number of illumination. It's tied to sacrifice, initiation, and elevation. And guess what? Nipsey Hussle died at 33. So did Jesus, according to Scripture. To occultists, dying at 33 isn't random. It's a message. It says, this person was sacrificed at the peak, not for fame, not for money, but for power exchange, ritualized, symbolic, final. Now here's where it gets more sinister. In many cases, these deaths happen just after a major accomplishment or a moment of so-called wokeness. Nipsey? He was funding a documentary on Dr. Sebi, who claimed to cure AIDS, and who also died under mysterious circumstances. So was Nipsey taken out for crossing the line? Now let's shift to the newer wave, the young rappers dying before 30. XXXTentacion, dead at 20. Juice WRLD, dead at 21. Mac Miller, dead at 26. Let's break those numbers down. 20 reduces to 2, 21 becomes 3, 26 becomes 8. Each of these numbers carries symbolic vibration. 2 represents duality, light and dark, inner conflict. 3 is creation, the triangle, the trinity. 8 is power, control, money, karma. In occult numerology, early deaths at these numbers suggest incomplete initiation. These weren't just overdoses or robberies, not really. Look deeper into the details and you'll find weird timing, symbolic dates, eerily predictive lyrics, and in some cases, deaths captured on camera, not blurred but released. Why? Because ritual only works if it's witnessed. Many of these celebrities seem to predict their own deaths. Juice WRLD rapped, "I'm a jealous boy, really feel like John Lennon." He died on December 8th, the exact day John Lennon was murdered. Coincidence? Or was something darker at play? XXXTentacion once said on Instagram Live, "If worst thing comes to worst, and I die or some shit, I at least want to know that I made kids happy." Days later, he was gone. These artists weren't just rapping about death, they were casting it. In ritual theory, saying something repeatedly, in music, in speech, in intention, creates a vibrational contract, especially when it reaches millions of ears. And the more people consume it, the more that energy solidifies. Now here's where it gets ice cold. Many record labels take life insurance policies out on their artists. Let that sink in. A rapper dies, and the label not only makes money off the posthumous streams and media spike, they also cash out directly. It's been verified in lawsuits and leaked documents. This is not speculation. These artists are often more valuable dead than alive, if they hit the right age, the right energy, and the right wave. Ask yourself, why would you insure someone unless you expect a payout? There's a long-standing theory in occult circles that for true elevation, one must offer blood, either metaphorically or literally. This doesn't always mean death. It could mean loss, destruction, isolation. But in the darkest corners of this theory, it does mean death. Some insiders claim it's part of the deal, a sacrifice for fame. Whether that's themselves, a loved one, or someone close enough to matter. In return, chart-topping hits, mass media push, gate access. It's brutal, it's ugly, but the pattern's been repeated too many times to ignore. And when the label profits off the death, that's not tragedy, that's business. You've probably seen the symbolism but didn't connect it. The checkerboard floors in music videos, the all-seeing eye, the phoenix rising, the blood-red lighting. These aren't just artistic choices. These are initiatory symbols. You don't get those visuals unless someone higher up signs off on it. So let's stop pretending this is all coincidence. Ask yourself, why do so many artists die right before something major? Right before a documentary? Right before a label shift? Right after finally gaining independence? In a world run by contracts, codes, and control, maybe the real price of fame isn't money. Maybe it's the timing of your exit. And maybe they never even got to choose. Subscribe and don't forget to sign up for the Underground newsletter before they censor that too.